beat. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breathe down with the game now. They're hearing with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field. Kinda drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing just the heel. Slip on, spin move, in zone, scope. Scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Slip on, spin move, in zone, scope. Scope for sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. With a step on, spin move, in zones, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a step on, spin move, in zones, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the drought, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. Step on, spin move, in zones, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a step on, spin move, in zones, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breathe on with the gang now. They're hearing with a lane now. My home second with a ring now. Legendary on the field. Kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing to the hill. With a step on, spin move, in zones, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a step on, spin move, in zones, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the New York Jets. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. 25-yard line. This is Derrick Henry. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Lynch. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Lynch. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's fourth down. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. They'll run. It's Henry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
First down, Tennessee.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Out of the gun, Lynch. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught at the 20. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play that time for the Titans. 47 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And now Lynch. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And the Titans are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
On the carry.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. First week of the preseason, probably not the pass, the impression that the rookie wants to leave right there.
Yeah, no probably about it, because that's not what you want to do to try and impress your new coaching staff, try to impress your locker room, and most importantly, yourself. Probably spent all night last night saying, don't throw an interception early. Make sure you take care of the football. But now he's got it out of the way. Hopefully he can just settle in and move on.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 23.
It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be third down.
Makes it 3rd and inches.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. And they give this time to the tailback. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Derrick Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll look to throw it with Lynch. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
On 3rd down, Lynch. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Complete to number 11,
A.J. Brown there to make the grab. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm a boy, run for the safe boy till there's nothing left. I'ma run to the bed until we all nothing but death. With the footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a thing in my life. Now it's my dogs, they by my side. And we gon' ride till we die.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
And this is incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
3rd down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Lynch. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
1st down, Tennessee.
Lynch to throw again. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They go play action with Lynch. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. This will be, 38 yards out. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. They'll set up to throw. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield.
Complete to...
Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 28-yard line.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one, and a 1st down.
41-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Lynch. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake? things up.
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Throwing, Lynch. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And down to the 27-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
Tennessee.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Lynch. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
Number 47.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Titans 24, Jets nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16, and another first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown.
A big play there. 58 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Jacobs now. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage, another Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another 1st down.
20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Thaddeus Moss. That'll bring up 2nd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And his kick here is good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now they try the right side here. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Off the play fake. Here's Lynch. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down
at the 5-yard line.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal from the 1. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Lynch with it on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. You think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
34.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
But credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
10-10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side, because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
4th down.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not a... And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. Here's Jacobs. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Jets are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Again, the ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Titans on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Play action. It's Lynch. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now it's Lynch. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Brings up 2nd and
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 41.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Lynch. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
It's a gain of 7.
It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
Oh, no doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays and send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
And he will have a Titans first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Titans.
To throw is Lynch. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Play action. Now Lynch. Wide open receiver complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this showing really not a good one on either side of the ball, but still 3 more preseason games to follow and a lot to play for here for the guys on the field now as they're hoping to secure that roster spot. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
The pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Man open, it's Moss complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
6-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. That's a whole lot of points still to be down.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield.
And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
It has been a dream start to the preseason thus far as they look to finish things strong in the fourth quarter.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back?
And he's going to go down again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
They go play action with Lynch. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fleming. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down.
Tonight's final score, Titans.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
on the ground. Game on, it's about to go down. A juke and shake it all up. My moves make 'em run them up. I'm lit so you know what's up. I got the party going up. A champ on the ground is here. Hey, so shake it like